Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So on today's video we are back out at the regular Sunday boot fair, and yeah, I've been thinking about it actually. We've not got too long left, so I'm filming this on the first week in August, so there's probably, I want to say, about 6 weeks left of the Sunday boot fair at most. I need to have a look on the calendar as to sort of when this is due to finish, but yeah, it's been an interesting year so far. We've had a real mix, actually, I want to say, this year. I'll probably say it's probably been one of my most enjoyable years at the boot fairs. So yeah, as I say, we've still got some time, so hopefully within those couple of weeks that we've got, we're able to find some good bits. But yeah, so it is just gone 4:15, so we've got about 45 minutes until they let us up the top. So what I'll do is, as soon as they let us up, we'll get you mounted to the backpack, and then yeah, we'll go out and see what we can find.
Now what you got?
Give it a vibrate.
Okay.
I'm going to let them do for you.
No.
Two I thought might have been.
No.
Perks of these are only £2. You know that. I'll give them to my friend, honey.
Okay, you having a look? Oh, £2 each.
We should do a deal if I took all 5.
What have we got there? He wanted 5, so 20 quid for the lot.
Do 15?
18?
17. Yeah, come on, you can have 18.
Thank you. Kill me, you did go by the rules. Yeah, but you're not here at 5 in the morning.
No, I'm here at 4.
Are you?
Yeah. I win.
How much you got there?
What's your game?
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
Be quick. Car there. With the bloke in the green, he's got to take the piss.
What's that?
Goes like that.
Alright, go have a look.
Yeah, this down there. So,
Alright.
a little stack of PS4 games. That's best buy I've done today so far. That lot, 20 quid.
Oh, fair dues. You're right.
Oh, sorry.
That's right, just the 2.
Brilliant, thank
Cheers.
you. That's £5 each.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game there, though. Well, the only thing I was doing in is I've already halfway played that one, and I ended up trading it. So I thought, well, shall I like just complete it or not?
I couldn't get into Dark Souls though.
Really?
A lot of people love it, but I couldn't get
Yeah,
into it.
that's why I'm thinking, but you know, it's because it's like one of those die and repeat type things.
Yeah, no, but all those ones, especially the Demon Souls, that's so hard.
Yeah. Can I give you a 5 and get changed?
Yeah, I've got some, yeah. Yeah, I have got some.
Yeah, alright. Cheers, mate.
How much?
£5 each. Guy over there. Cheers.
How much did you say you had on your games?
£5 each.
5 each, yeah. There you go. There's those ones. I'll just grab those two. There you go. Alright, cheers. Oh, I didn't realise you were putting it on. I thought I was hijacking his table when I put them down. You got any other gaming bits coming out?
Got a couple more prompts, sorry. Probably the older ones I've got. They haven't got any leads with them. As I saw them. I've got an Atari Junior.
Alright.
Again, no leads or anything with it.
That's standard as well. What are you after for that?
I'll do that for a tenner.
Tenner? Yeah, go on, I'll grab that. What about the CRT?
Yeah, I had a tenner on that as well.
Yeah? Does it all work?
It does work, yeah. I used
Yeah,
to play
go
all
on,
the retro games on it and all that.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
I've got a couple over there. You only PlayStation? I have a PlayStation 2.
What about the book?
I'll do a £5 on the book.
5. Alright.
How much is it for? Sorry? How much is it for? How much? For what? PlayStation? I can't remember, mate. I can't remember. I've got to find it first.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, you're £5 then, don't you?
Brilliant. Cheers, mate. How much do you want for your Pokemon cards?
10p each.
10p each,
Yeah,
alright.
my daughter is selling them.
That's fine. Cheers.
We're trying to inspire a new generation of Pokemon.
Oh, sorry.
Here, just put it on the floor the other side. Yeah. And this, darling. And any pillows you come across.
Yeah, they're all in the bag.
How much do you have any games?
So that one's £2.
That one's £2.
Come on, just touch me all of them. Where did you want these?
Huh? Just on the floor. I cutlass you.
Yeah, you cut the car.
Alright, cheers.
You'll be banned soon.
You alright, mate? Do you have any DVDs?
£6 for the lot.
£6, yeah. Don't suppose you've got that hanging around anywhere?
No, I haven't, mate. Sorry.
No.
No.
No problems. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
This is only been for us. Yeah, no worries. I'm going to ride it around. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, mate, how much have you games?
All of them?
No, just singly.
Well, that's a £5.
Right.
3 games are like £1.
Yeah.
And the PC games are £1 as well.
Okay.
15% you'll be paying this, 20% you'll be paying this, and then we have thank you. How much you said in the little lights?
£6, I think.
Could I leave that here and
Yeah, what's your name?
Chris?
Chris. I need to try to remember. I'll pop it in the car for you.
Thanks very much.
All right.
Just do 3 on the game.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. There you go, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
I think it's remote.
Yeah. Yeah, good mate, you?
I'm helping my daughter today.
Alright.
This is all her stuff. I thought I'd come along and help you because we don't want all these dealers sticking you up.
Oh,
You're not filming, are you?
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Hello.
Yeah, talking about dealers that stitch you up.
Fiver, that's
£5, yeah?
£3. No, that's good. Sorry? Can I understand what you're saying? £3 each. £3 each. 3.
You alright, mate?
Alright.
That's got on them ones.
All £2 each.
What, even the demo discs?
I don't even know there's a demo disc in there.
Yeah, so they're just demo discs. They come sort of like free with a magazine.
So how many games are there? 2.
3 of them. Do 5 for the lot?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. There you go, mate. Cheers.
Yeah, actually I'll put them back in here.
You're right there, how much you having those two?
Screwball Scramble, well that's £1, so
Yep.
£3 for Screwball Scramble. Or £2. I don't care really, I just want rid.
Go on, I'll do £3 for both, yeah?
Yeah? Lovely, thank you. It's like retro 80s, isn't it?
What's that?
It's like retro 80s, isn't it? What did I say? For that free, yeah?
Next time, someone.
You ain't got these soft closing ones, have you? Yeah,
Yeah, oh, this one's got this up.
How much do you have in your books?
Free, sorry, say it again, I got way too excited there.
How much did you have on them?
£3 each, or all of them for £10, I believe you said?
10.
Ones like those vampire ones.
Hmm?
I think they're vampire ones.
Do £2 each. So £8.
Yeah.
Yeah? There you go.
Chicken, have you got £2? Yeah, and this is free.
Oh, that's my good deed for the day.
What did you do? Get it sold? It wasn't worth it though.
No, it went £25.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh wow. That's pretty neat. That's really cool.
On it.
She's very good. She's very good.
I'm on it.
If it wasn't that, I'd not come back here.
How much do you have on that?
no, it's right.
£1? Yeah, I'll grab that.
And I want to drop them off.
You don't trust me, do you?
No, I don't trust you because
There you go.
through the windows and she gave him £1,000 too much. But luckily,
Yeah, but that's because I never counted it.
luckily,
Okay, so that is going to wrap up our trip to the boot fairs. And yeah, we have got some absolutely brilliant bits. A couple of bits in particular I am really happy with. But let's dive straight in. And our first pickups, we've actually got a stack of manga books. So they're all sort of individual books in series. So I will keep my eye out for the rest in the series as and when I come across them. But the first one that we've got is Seraph of the End, Vampire Reign. This is volume 6, and yeah, it was a manga book. It was in the pile with a whole load of others, so I decided to grab it. Paid £2 for that. Looking it up online, it goes for about £9 on eBay. Then next up we have got Bleach, and this is volumes 1, 2 and 3. And yeah, we've actually got the anime of this on DVD. I've never actually sat down and watched it, but yeah, recognise the manga from the anime DVD. Paid £2 again for that. That goes for about £10 on eBay. Then this next one, I recognise the character on the cover, but don't know too much about the series. And that is High Rise Invasion. So yeah, I recognise the character on the front of the book. This is volumes 1 and 2. So yeah, definitely one that I'm interested in reading. So yeah, we'll sit down at some point to read that one. That goes for paid £2 for that. Goes for $6.50 on eBay. And then the last one that we got, there's actually a reason for picking this one up, and that is Sin O Alice. And the reason that I picked this one up was because when I flip it over, it was actually a manga book by Square Enix. So yeah, really interested to see what this is about. And it's saying here, based on the popular mobile RPG game. So yeah, I'll be honest, I've never heard of the game, so quite interested to have a look. Maybe see if it got a console port or something like that. But yeah, definitely one I'm going to look into a bit more. For that one, we paid £2 again for that, and that goes for £6 on eBay. Okay, so let's get into some games, and the first one that we've got is a DS game, and that is G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. I think this one is, yeah, it's missing the manual, but even still, it was another DS game for the collection. The case is a bit grubby, so I'm either going to sort of give it a clean or swap the case over on it. We paid £1 for that. Goes for $2.50 as CEX, £5 on eBay. Then from the same seller, we also got a couple of Xbox demo discs. So this is original Xbox, and this is the official Xbox magazine, game disc number 23. So we've got Project Gotham Racing 2, and then what are the other ones? SSX 3, Midtown Madness 3. There's a Midtown Madness game. Oh, I might try and track that one down. So I loved the Midtown Madness games when I played it on the PC. So yeah, definitely going to have to keep my eye out, see if I can find that one. So yeah, that's an interesting one. Paid £1 for that one. It goes for £4 on eBay. Then we've got game disc number 33. So this one is focusing on the Chronicles of Riddick game. A lot of people have actually said that's a really good game, so I probably will give it a go. I'm not sure whether we've got it. Oh, everything's going over. No, can't see it. Not too sure whether we've got it or not, but if not, I've got a playable demo now. That one goes, so paid £1 for that one. That one goes for a £5 on eBay, that is. And then the last one that we've got was game disc number 38, and this one is a playable demo of Forza Motorsport. And other than that, so we've got Dead or Alive Ultimate on here, Outlaw Golf 2, Worms Forts, Under Siege. So yeah, quite a few actually good games on that one. So yeah, interested to play that one. Once again, paid £1 for that one. It goes for £5 on eBay. And then the last game that we picked up from this seller was once again another Xbox game, but this time it was a full game, and that was Far Cry Instincts Evolution. Missing the manual unfortunately, but still nice to have the game. It's actually a really interesting one to play. I've not been a massive fan of the early Far Cry games. I just find they're very difficult to get into because of the graphics and the gameplay and things like that. But this one wasn't too bad. I think I played to a certain point, got killed, then ended up being put back to the beginning of the level, still played through the same bit again, didn't get killed, got a bit further on. I think I might have got to the end of the first level. But yeah, interesting concept with this one. So basically you are a mercenary for hire, and you essentially got like cat-like, you can change your vision to have heat sensing, and yeah, it's just really weird one. But yeah, interesting one to play. For that one, we paid £1 for that. Goes for £4 at CEX, £6 on eBay. Then next up, we've got our first bit of trade fodder for today, and that is a battered version of Minecraft on the Xbox 360. I will admit, even though the cover art is battered, I have actually seen CEX trade battered cover art in before. So the game disc is fine. I will just run it through the cleaner before I take it down there. But we paid £2 for that. Sells for £8 at CEX, £9 on eBay, and trades in for a £5 voucher. So yeah, a good bit of trade fodder there. Next up, right. So this was a really interesting one. So a couple of weeks ago, we actually picked up a sort of Sonic Green Hill Zone playset. And the problem that I had with it was complete, but it was missing a couple of rings. So I said at the time that I'll sort of keep my eye out, but I'm not expecting to ever find it because that was the only one that I'd ever seen. And lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, I go to the boot fair and I find one. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the figure, and the little spring on the level is completely wrecked as well. But what it did have was 2 of the rings. So we already had 1 of the rings, so we just needed 1 more to actually make it complete. So yeah, we have got the other 2 rings that I need. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to take that one to a boot fair, and sort of someone can have it for £1. Just to sort of get it gone, because as I say, the only bit I was really interested in was the last 2 rings. And yeah, so really happy with that. That one, paid £1 for that. So yeah, once again, 50p a pound, someone can take it. And so if it was complete, it would sell for £12, but obviously that is far from complete. Right, getting back into some of the games. The next one that we've got is Monopoly on the PS2. So I will admit, I've always been a fan of Monopoly games. I remember playing the original Monopoly, Monopoly 2 and Monopoly Star Wars on the PC. I think we've got Monopoly on the PS1 as well. So yeah, when I saw this there, I decided to grab it. And yeah, it's a slightly different take on Monopoly. It's got it's a different board. It's not the British board. I think you could probably select it, but I think when I was playing, it wasn't the British board that we were playing on. But even still, really enjoyed it, and it's definitely one that yeah, when I'm bored and I've got some time to kill, I just chuck it in, and it's easy just to spend a bit of time playing against the computer. So for that one, we paid £1 for that. Goes for £2.50 at CEX and £9 on eBay. And yeah, the reason that I don't get to play it more in real life is because, one, it's a long game to play and people don't like playing with me because I win. And I don't cheat. Right, next up we have got a PS5 game, and this is actually going to be our first copy of FIFA on the PS5. So yeah, FIFA 23, this was the last edition of FIFA in its original form that's going to be released. I think now it's like, is it EA FA or something like that? Yeah, they lost the rights to the sort of the FIFA name. But yeah, so FIFA 23 is the last one in the series. I will say I am one of the last ones that I'm actually looking to get on the PS4. I need it to complete my set is FIFA 23, so I will be keeping my eye out for it, and if not, I'll probably pick it up on our next CEX trip, just because, as is the case always, the last edition of FIFA on any console always ends up being a high value game. So yeah, definitely going to keep my eye out for that and pick that up as soon as I can. But for the PS5 version, we paid £3 for that. Goes for £8 at CEX and £8.50 on eBay. Right, what we got next? So next up, picked up a remote control car, and this one is a little Mario Kart. So yeah, I've got a couple of different ones of these now, but yeah, this one, really like this. This is more modelled on the original sort of SNES Mario Kart, but yeah, saw it there, decided to pick it up. It had everything with it, so it was really good. The only thing I needed was a charger for the battery in the main car, which I've now got. I think I got it for a couple of quid off eBay, but paid £5 for this. Looking it up online, it goes for about £20 on eBay. So yeah, really happy to have that and another Mario Kart to add into the collection. So put that there. Right, so next up we've got a couple more PS4 games. So the next one that we've got is The Walking Dead, the complete first season, plus 400 days, which is a DLC. Recently we picked up the Ultimate Edition of this, so this is purely going to be a shelf filler, because as I say, the Ultimate Edition has got all of the DLC and all 3 seasons on. So yeah, this was one that I just happened to pick up while we were there. Paid £5 for that. Goes for £15 at CEX and £14 on eBay. And then next up we've got a sealed PS4 game. And yeah, I am probably going to end up flipping this on eBay because I'm not too worried about having a sealed copy of this. Or actually, I don't know, I might keep hold of the sealed copy and trade in my normal copy. But that is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I will admit this isn't a game that I've got any intentions of playing, so I might actually do that. I might keep the sealed copy and trade in the oh, excuse me, trade in my open copy. Paid £5 for that. In a pre-owned condition it goes for £5 at CEX and trades in for a £2 voucher. So yeah, I probably will end up doing that. For £2 basically means I paid £3 for a sealed copy, and they go in the sealed condition, it goes for £15 on eBay. So I could sell it and make a bit of profit, but I think for now I'm probably just going to keep hold of that and keep it sealed in the collection. Okay, so next up we have got a absolutely brilliant find, and this was one I found it towards the end of the boot fair, and originally I'd walked past this stall, was looking at other bits and ended up coming back because Nicky was looking at this stall, and while he was negotiating for something I literally saw it sitting there, and it was immediately I was like, pick that up, and then I asked the seller what they wanted for it. But it is a Super Mario World basically money box tin. But what this was originally, so this was originally released in 1993, and it would have come with a whole load of sweets inside, and the idea was that once you were finished with the sweets you could then turn it into a money box. And yeah, I remember seeing stuff like this when I was younger, but to see this one there was absolutely brilliant. I'm just trying to straighten the lid up. Yeah, I sort of immediately picked it up. I was so surprised that no one else had actually got to it before me. So I literally asked the seller, oh, what do you want for that? And they were like, oh, £1. Take my money, take my money. But yeah, absolutely over the moon with this. I will be honest, I can't find an exact version. The closest one that I can find is a Mario 64 one, and the last one of those sold for £45. So yeah, I can only imagine what a Super Mario World 1 would go for. So I've put £45 on our sort of totals for today. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. This is going straight up on the Nintendo shelf as soon as I finish. I might even, do you know what? I've got my YouTube light on my SNES and NES shelf. I'm going to take that off and I'm going to put Mario just there. So I'll put a picture up of what it looks like on the shelf. But yeah, absolutely over the moon to have that. It was something that I just never expected to see. You don't see stuff like that out in the wild. So yeah, really, really chuffed. And even, as I say, looking them up on eBay, they are so hard to find. It took me a while to even find the Mario 64 one that I ended up finding. So yeah, super rare bit of Mario history there, and so glad to have it in the collection. Right, so moving on, we are going back to a modern generation, and that is going to be some more PS4 games, because it is me at the end of the day. So the next one we've got is some trade fodder, and that is Grand Theft Auto 5. So we paid £5 for that, goes for £12 at CEX and eBay, and trades in for an £8 voucher, which is really good. This one is complete. It's got all the manuals, the maps, everything in there, so that's good. Then a new game for the collection, and that is Terraria. I'll be honest, I've never played this game before playing it for this video, and yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I couldn't really get on with it. As you'll see from the footage, yeah, literally, I think initially I sort of started digging down and got to the point where I just didn't know how to make any lights. So I think in the end I was moving around in the dark and just got to the point where I fell. And then I then went sort of just across the level. And I'll be honest, I didn't play it long enough to actually get to grips with the controls. But for me, it just felt like a cheap Minecraft knockoff, and it is probably not that in the slightest, but for me, I would just much rather play Minecraft. So for this we paid £5 for that, goes for £8 on both CEX and eBay. Then next up we've actually got a PlayStation Hits game. Now I don't normally go for these games, but because I didn't have this in the collection, I decided to pick it up. And that is Street Fighter 5. Now, I have played a few of the modern Street Fighter games and never really got on with them. This one, actually, I really enjoyed. It's not quite the essence of the original Street Fighter 2, but it's probably the closest that I've been for quite a while. And yeah, as I say, it's not going to replace Street Fighter 2 for me, but yeah, it was very close. I did enjoy it. And it was actually following along with the story, which was really good. So once again, paid £5 for that. Goes for £8 at CEX, £10 on eBay. And then a couple more pieces of trade fodder. We've got Fallout 4, which, once again, because of the recent Fallout series, the price of these has actually gone up quite a bit at CEX. So we paid £1.50 for that one. It goes for £8 at CEX, £6 on eBay, and trades in for a £5 voucher. And then the last PS4 game for today is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I will be honest, I have not played this since the beta. So I managed to get onto the beta of this when it was sort of first being released. I actually did enjoy it, but because it was an online game, I never really sort of had any interest in picking it up and playing it. But picked this up for some trade fodder because we've already got it in the collection. Paid £1.50 for it, goes for £6 at CEX, £5 on eBay, and trades in for a £4 voucher. So yeah, a really good pickup there. Right, so next up, I've actually got a stack of books, but they're not manga books this time. And it is a whole bunch of sort of Stingray and Thunderbird books. So for those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you know I absolutely love the Thunderbirds, Stingray, Captain Scarlet. I've picked up quite a bit of it, sort of whether it be sort of models, VHSs, DVDs, and now books. So I'll be honest, I originally picked these up with the intentions of sort of reselling them, but for what I paid for them compared to what they sell for, I just literally wouldn't have made any money. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to add them into the collection. So for all 8 books we paid £10. Actually they don't do too badly, but once I sort of factor in shipping and everything like that. So combined they'll sell for about £27. But individually the Thunderbirds books go for £2.50 each. And the Stingray books go for £5 each. So yeah, once we put in shipping with that, I just literally, there'd be nothing in it for resale. So I was like, you know what, they're in really good condition. So that is why I decided to add them into the collection. Right, so next up we've got our last 2 games for the day, but not our last 2 pickups. So the first one that we've got is Midnight Club Los Angeles on the Xbox 360. And yeah, this doesn't have a manual. Big reason for picking this up is we have the sort of the upgraded version, the sort of like the one with all the DLC in. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Club Edition or something like that? So yeah, didn't have this version in the collection, so that was the big reason for picking it up. And yeah, we paid £1 for that one. Goes for £6 at CEX, £10 on eBay. And then the last game that we've got, haven't got any footage for this because it is Sing Party on the Nintendo Wii. So as well as the GameCube, I am also going for a full power set of the Wii U. Sorry, not Nintendo Wii, the Wii U. So yeah, whenever I see Wii U games that we don't have in the collection, I'll always pick them up. At the moment, I've got a shelf's worth. But yeah, would like to sort of push ahead and try and get more of the complete set. I think there's something like 100 and something in it. So I think I'm about halfway there. But I've definitely got a lot of the heavy hitters still to get. For this one, we paid £1 for that. Goes for £1.50 at CEX and £5 on eBay. Then to wrap up, we got 2 more bits to look at, and these both come from the same seller. And if I remember rightly, I bought this bit actually come out second. And it is an Atari 2600 Junior. So we have already got one in the collection, but just here. But this one was one that I actually bought, which has been modded. So it has got AV out. I will admit it does need a repair because the AV mod wasn't done properly. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. But this is a box standard Atari 2600 Junior. I'll also be honest, I haven't had a chance to test this yet. But yeah, fingers crossed it does work. And yeah, it'll be a nice little addition to the collection to have the standard version. Because I do like having the regular versions and not modded. That's why a couple of, like my SG-1000, I had the option where I could have done an AV mod on it, but I wanted it to be completely original. So yeah, it's nice to actually have a 2600 Junior that is completely original. We actually paid £10 for that. Looking it up online, they go for about £35 on eBay console only. So yeah, definitely got a really good deal with that, and I will say it is in absolutely brilliant condition. There's a couple of marks on the sort of metal plate, but the actual black plastic, there's no sort of scratching, no marking. It's in really good condition. So yeah, really happy with that one. All I need to do now is test it and make sure that it works. Right, and then we've got this last one, which is something that I've been after for absolutely ages, but every time I see them at the boot fair, they are just so highly priced. And that is a portable CRT TV. So we do currently have, put it down because it weighs a ton. So we do currently have the Super Famicom TV in the collection. Obviously that is a Japanese TV, so it won't work with the PAL systems. Basically the frequencies that PAL and Japanese use for their TV signals is different, and there's no sort of crossover point. So yeah, when I saw that there, I immediately asked them what they wanted for it. I was able to get it for £5, which was absolutely amazing, because looking them up online, they normally sell for about £60. It doesn't come with a remote, unfortunately, but I have found a couple online, and I did actually send an offer to a seller just before coming on. Actually, I think they've countered, so I might just pay what they've countered, just so that I've got a remote. And I have turned this on, had tested it. It does all come on. I haven't plugged a console into it yet, so what I'll probably do is use the 2600 Junior, get that all plumbed into it, and then sort of test both at the same time. So yeah, that I am absolutely over the moon with, because I've been looking for a small CRT TV that I can have up in the games room. Basically what I want is one that I can sort of put on my desk when I want to play it and take it away, instead of having sort of a massive one that is set up. I will admit I was offered a big Sony Trinitron just from someone that I used to work with, but we didn't end up coming to a deal before I left, or was kicked out, shall we say. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'll be honest, I've been purposely looking for a small portable, just as I say, because I don't have the room in here to have anything set up permanently. So yeah, really chuffed to have that. And yeah, so that is all of the pickups for today. But before we wrap up, let's quickly run through the totals. So our total spend today was £81 exactly. If we bought everything that we could from CEX, it would have been £94.50. And if we'd got everything from eBay, we would be looking at £367 exactly. But what we've also managed to get is a £24 voucher for CEX. So this is all stuff that is going to be hopefully in the next CEX video. I haven't had a chance to go out to CEX yet. I'm actually block filming a lot of my pickup videos at the moment. So last week's video, this week, and then depending how I feel after this, the next 2 weeks as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'll be able to sort of in the next week or so sit down, sort through all my games and get a whole load traded into CEX. And then the plan is for me and Nikki to head out and go to a CEX store that we've never been to before. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel for that. But with that said, that is going to wrap up the video. So before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos, including the next CEX trip. But with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.